Welcome to Touring Globe. Dare to explore the world's scariest destinations. There's something inherently captivating about venturing into the unknown, about challenging your limits and stepping into places that seem to defy reason or natural logic. For some, these places are a terrifying mystery, while for others, they're the ultimate thrill. The world is full of locations that will send shivers down your spine, from eerie, abandoned places to natural landscapes that evoke fear, awe, and curiosity. In this guide, we'll take you on a journey to the world's scariest destinations, places where danger, darkness, and the unknown meet to create adventures that will test your courage and push you to your limits. Are you ready to face your fears? 1. The Catacombs of Paris, France, a haunted underground world. Beneath the romantic city of Paris lies a chilling and macabre network of tunnels and chambers known as the catacombs. These catacombs, stretching for more than 200 miles beneath the city, are home to the remains of an estimated 6 million people. Originally created in the 18th century to solve the problem of overcrowded cemeteries, the catacombs were transformed into an ossuary, a place where bones were stored and arranged in eerie, haunting displays. What to expect? The darkness. The catacombs are labyrinthine, with narrow, winding tunnels that can easily disorient those who venture inside. The air is thick and musty, and the only light is from flickering torches or your own flashlight. The atmosphere. Walking through these tunnels, you'll pass piles of human bones stacked in eerie patterns, with skulls and femurs arranged in artistic yet disturbing formations. The macabre nature of the place is heightened by the silence and isolation of being far beneath the bustling city above. Ghost stories. Many believe that the catacombs are haunted. Visitors have reported hearing whispers, footsteps, and even seeing shadowy figures that seem to move on their own. The air feels heavier in certain areas, and a deep sense of unease can settle over you as you realize that this was once a final resting place for millions. Why it's scary? It's a dark, confined space filled with human remains. The catacombs are vast and easy to get lost in, leading to a feeling of claustrophobia and isolation. The haunting history and stories of spirits roaming the tunnels amplify the eerie atmosphere. 2. Aokigahara Forest, Japan, the Suicide Forest. Aokigahara, also known as the Suicide Forest, is one of the most chilling destinations on the planet. Located at the base of Mount Fuji in Japan, this dense forest has long been associated with death and despair. The forest has gained notoriety due to the high number of suicides that have occurred there, leading to its reputation as one of the world's most haunted and terrifying places. What to expect? The silence. Aokigahara is unnervingly quiet. The thick trees and dense foliage block out much of the wind and sound, creating an eerie silence that can be unsettling. Visitors often describe a feeling of being watched or followed. The history. Over the years, many people have come to the forest intending to end their lives, and it's said that the spirits of those who have died here linger. There are signs along the trails urging people to reconsider their actions and reach out for help. Despite this, the forest continues to be a place of dark history. The paranormal. The forest has been the subject of many paranormal investigations, and some visitors claim to have encountered ghostly apparitions, strange sounds, or a sudden drop in temperature. The combination of its tragic history and isolated location makes it a place that many fear to enter. Why it's scary? The dark, somber atmosphere due to its history with suicide. The unsettling quietness and the sense of isolation within the dense woods. The belief that the spirits of those who died in the forest still haunt the area. 3. Chernobyl, Ukraine, the abandoned nuclear disaster zone. The Chernobyl disaster of 1986 left a scar on the landscape of Ukraine, and today, it remains one of the most dangerous and unsettling places in the world. The Chernobyl exclusion zone covers an area of roughly 30 kilometers around the site of the nuclear meltdown, where radioactive contamination remains to this day. Despite this, tourists venture into the zone to witness the eerie and abandoned remains of the area. What to expect? The abandoned towns. Pripyat, the nearest town to the reactor, has been abandoned since the disaster. The town is frozen in time, with overgrown streets, decaying buildings, and personal belongings left behind. It's as if the inhabitants fled in haste, leaving everything untouched. The amusement park, which was never open to the public, now sits decaying, adding to the eerie atmosphere. The radiation. the most terrifying aspect of Chernobyl is the radioactive contamination that lingers in the area. Although radiation levels have decreased over time, certain areas are still highly contaminated, and visitors must be accompanied by guides and wear protective clothing to limit exposure. Ghost towns. As you explore Pripyat and other nearby towns, you can't help but feel the haunting presence of those who once lived there. The desolate streets, overgrown plants, and abandoned belongings create an almost ghostly feel, as if the place is still waiting for its inhabitants to return. Why it's scary. The lingering radiation that can still pose a serious health risk. The haunting atmosphere of deserted towns and decaying buildings. The tragic history of the nuclear disaster that forever altered the lives of thousands. 4. The Door to Hell, Turkmenistan, a fiery crater of doom. Deep in the deserts of Turkmenistan lies a terrifying and unique site known as the Door to Hell. This vast, fiery crater has been burning continuously for over 50 years. It is the result of a gas field collapse in 1971, which created a massive crater that was set on fire by scientists to prevent the spread of methane gas. Little did they know, the fire would continue to burn for decades, creating a constant inferno in the heart of the desert. What to expect? The blaze. The crater is roughly 230 feet across and 66 feet deep, with flames constantly flickering at its edges. The surrounding landscape is barren and desolate, amplifying the hellish vibe of the area. The sight of the raging fire at night is especially terrifying, as the flames cast an eerie glow over the dark desert. The heat. Standing near the edge of the crater, you'll feel the intense heat radiating from the flames. The smell of burning sulfur fills the air, adding to the discomfort of the place. The fire is too dangerous to get close to, but even from a distance, the sight is both mesmerizing and unnerving. The isolation. The Door to Hell is located in a remote part of the Turkmen desert, so reaching it requires a long and arduous journey. The isolation and the sense of being far from civilization make the experience even more unsettling. Why it's scary. The constant flames create a hellish, apocalyptic atmosphere. The isolation and desolate surroundings make you feel vulnerable and alone. The intense heat and smell of burning sulfur add to the discomfort of the environment. 5. Island of the Dolls, Mexico, a haunted place of lost souls. Located in the Xochimilco canals near Mexico City, the Island of the Dolls, Isla de las Muñecas, is one of the creepiest places on Earth. The island is home to hundreds of decaying, mutilated dolls that hang from trees and buildings, some of which have been there for decades. The story behind the island is as chilling as the place itself. What to expect. The dolls are said to be haunted by the spirit of a young girl who drowned in the canals. Her spirit is believed to have possessed the dolls, turning them into eerie sentinels watching over the island. The atmosphere. The sight of dozens of disfigured dolls hanging from the trees creates an incredibly eerie atmosphere. The dolls sway in the wind, and some visitors report that their eyes seem to follow them as they walk by. At night, the island becomes even more terrifying, with the sound of the wind through the trees adding to the feeling of dread. The haunting. Many believe the island is cursed, and there have been numerous reports of strange noises, whispers, and even sightings of the ghostly figure of the drowned girl. Some claim that the dolls seem to move or change positions when no one is looking. Why it's scary. The unsettling sight of decaying, lifeless dolls that appear to have a mind of their own. The eerie atmosphere of a place shrouded in legend and ghost stories. The belief that the dolls are possessed by spirits, adding a supernatural element to the experience. 6. The Bermuda Triangle, the mysterious vanishing zone. The Bermuda Triangle, also known as the Devil's Triangle, is one of the most infamous and mysterious regions on Earth. Stretching between Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico, the area has been the site of countless disappearances of ships, planes, and people throughout history. While many of these incidents can be explained by natural causes, others remain unexplained, fueling the myths and legends surrounding the area. What to expect. The Vanishing Act. Over the years, many ships and aircraft have mysteriously vanished within the boundaries of the Bermuda Triangle. One of the most famous incidents occurred in 1945, when a group of U.S. Navy bombers known as Flight 19 disappeared without a trace during a training mission. To this day, the wreckage of the planes has never been found. Strange phenomena. Some have speculated that the Bermuda Triangle is home to a number of supernatural phenomena, including magnetic anomalies that affect navigational equipment or mysterious energy fields that cause aircraft and ships to lose control. Others believe the area could be a gateway to another dimension. The fear of the unknown. The Bermuda Triangle evokes a sense of mystery and unease, as no one truly knows what causes the strange disappearances. The idea that ships and planes can simply vanish without a trace leaves a lingering fear of the unknown. Why it's scary. The unexplained disappearances of ships, planes, and people. The supernatural theories and mystery surrounding the area. The sense of dread that comes from venturing into a place where things vanish into thin air. 7. Mount Roraima, Venezuela, the edge of the world. Mount Roraima, located at the border between Venezuela, Brazil, and Guyana, is one of the most remote and bizarre mountains on the planet. Its flat-topped summit rises high above the surrounding rainforest and is often shrouded in mist, giving it a mysterious and otherworldly appearance. The mountain has long been a source of intrigue for explorers, scientists, and adventurers alike. What to expect? The terrain. The journey to the summit of Mount Roraima is no easy feat. The trek through the dense jungle is filled with challenges, from navigating treacherous cliffs to crossing fast-flowing rivers. Once you reach the summit, you'll find yourself on a vast, almost alien landscape, filled with strange rock formations and endemic plants that exist nowhere else on Earth. The cliff. One of the most terrifying aspects of Mount Roraima is its sheer drop. The cliffs surrounding the summit fall dramatically for thousands of feet, creating an overwhelming sense of vertigo. The winds are often fierce at the top, and the view is both awe-inspiring and terrifying. The mythology. The mountain is said to be the inspiration for Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's novel The Lost World, and many indigenous people believe that Mount Roraima is the dwelling place of spirits or gods. The combination of the mountain's isolated, mist-covered appearance and its rich mythology only adds to its sense of mystery. Why it's scary. The treacherous terrain and the danger of the steep cliffs. The remote location, which creates a sense of isolation and vulnerability. The eerie mythology and the mountain's association with lost worlds and spirits. Conclusion. Conquer your fears. The world is full of places that test the boundaries of fear and fascination. Whether you're exploring the haunted depths of Paris's catacombs or facing the chilling isolation of Mount Roraima, these destinations challenge you to step outside of your comfort zone and confront your fears head-on. Some may seem impossible to visit, while others will push you to your physical and mental limits. But in the end, each location offers an adventure unlike any other, one that will leave you questioning the mysteries of the world and your place within it. Just remember, some fears are meant to be faced, and the greatest adventures often lie in the darkest, most unexplained corners of the earth. Thank you for taking the time to watch our content. We truly appreciate your support and hope you found the information engaging and valuable. Your viewership encourages us to keep creating and sharing more exciting material. If you enjoyed what you saw, we kindly invite you to subscribe to our channel. By subscribing, you'll stay updated with our latest videos and become a part of our growing community. Your subscription not only motivates us but also helps us reach more viewers like you. Join us on this journey, and together, let's explore new ideas and experiences. See you in the next video.